16th. It's a Friday. Catch you guys up on some things that are going on with us. Hello everybody. Working on growing my beard out. Coming into, well, we were here in Rutherfordton and Forest City, North Carolina. Came over here to do some research on some tractors, looking at Massey Ferguson. Yesterday and the day before, looked at some Yanmar tractors in Hendersonville, North Carolina. So those are my top two that I've been kind of looking at, and they're the closest dealers to where we'll be living in the Tryon area that have service for the tractors and things like that. Came all the way out here to Rutherfordton. They're, I guess, have an electric company that's a co-op that actually will be servicing our property. So that was interesting, finding out stuff every day. You know, some of this stuff might be boring to people, and I apologize, but I thought I'd go ahead and just document a lot of this stuff that we're going through. I'm missing a lot too, and I'm not on recording every single little thing, but just to give you an idea of things that you got to do when you're trying to develop raw land, move into a county that you don't know, move into a state you don't know. So sometimes we got dreams and goals, and some of them aren't realistic and some are, and some you decide what's the risk and the effort and all that stuff that you're willing to put into it. But yeah, at least I get to drive through this all the time. North Carolina, this area is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, yes, today I also went to the town of Columbus. That's where the government buildings are for Polk County, which is the county we'll be in. It's I think it's called Community Planning Department or something like that. Found out things that I can put on my property, things I can't put on my property, how much of each thing I can put on my property, some zoning and things about septic and wells. And already been there once, and my realtor started us off with the paperwork to start, so it's kind of been a three contacts already with the county, and I expect to have a lot more. I don't know if this camera is going to do this justice, but this is just gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the back, the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Keep you guys up to date, things we're doing. We'll touch more on the details of things here in a little bit. I'll get a little bit more specific on this county and things that, if you're looking to move somewhere, you might want to keep in mind, and ideas, because we watch YouTube and we watch videos of things and we're like, that's what I want to do, or that's great, and then you get there and you realize that's not allowed by your county, or that's against the zoning rules, or you know, from county to county it changes, and it's worth checking into. Just because one says no, another might say okay. So yeah, anyway, it's been a challenge so far, and also to catch you guys all up, we've told you already, it's kind of like any job we applied for here, they're hiring. So we got hired a lot of different jobs, but Val ended up settling with, she's a manager at Sam's Club, and they're running her ragged, and she's running like crazy, but she's getting decent wages at the moment. And since she was getting better than I was, I've quit one of my jobs. I was working at USPS. I barely got through the training and the academy and just started on a route when we kind of got word that we would be able, that the sellers agreed to our offer for a property. And I also been working at Home Depot for a couple months, month and a half, I don't know, a couple months, and cut myself back to just working there one day when I was training through USPS. Eventually I probably won't be working there either. We figure me running around and doing all this work, and then I plan on doing a lot of the developing and the building on the property. I'm worth more doing that than the lower wages for the jobs that I was working. So that's the plan. Yeah, we're still living in Lakemont Cottages and enjoying it. And Niana, when she left, she's been pretty motivated, really wants to move out here. So get the whole family out here. So that's the plan. Everything is, other than that, Val and I are doing great, and we're enjoying living here in North Carolina. Alright, I am doing research about how we're going to build our property and our land. We're in the process of, we've had an offer accepted on the land, and we are working on all the details. So I'm looking at this modular frame. So the frame comes and you can build out an inside. Doing a little research. This is one of our steps. Alright guys, June 20, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Val has the day off, and we came out to this property. We have an offer that was accepted, so we're starting to do some work on it, well, our due diligence and stuff. So it rained like crazy last night, so we wanted to come out and see what does the property look like right after getting soaked, and see what things look like. And I need to mark off some areas for them to come and mow. They're going to mow the areas that we need marked off, so we can mark where we want the septic and the well and all that stuff. Alright, it's looking nice. I just got through mapping out this area with flags, and we're going to get somebody, the sellers, to come in and mow this area so that we can map out more accurately how we want the house and everything. This will be the primary residence, we're thinking. This is the other place we're mapping out. There's the road. But we may put rentals or our kids' houses or something in here eventually. So we're gonna have to mow this out too so we can see it more accurately. Walking down to the water by on our property, full of wild blackberries. This is all blackberries, and it is loaded up. This property is starting to overgrow, get out of control. I wanted to focus on developing buildings when I get here. I just want to go down and look at the water right now and see how much water is there after pouring down rain, and I can't even get down into it. It's so grown up. Walking further down here, and there's just so many berries. I guess once we get on this property next year, we'll be harvesting a lot of berries. And I need to get some goats ASAP. Clean this stuff up. But still, holy moly, this thing is just loaded. Maybe we should bring out a couple bowls and pick these things. Trying to find an entrance down here into the creek. I'm walking down all the way to the back of the property looking for some entrance.
berries. These beautiful ferns down here. I found a place to break through and get down here to the water. So beautiful in here. Reminds me of the redwoods area, all the ferns. Yeah, we have a little bit more water than I saw before. I see a bunch of tadpoles. I think they are tadpoles. Cool. At least there's a little bit more water than there was. Let's see if I can find a way out of here. Alright guys, June 21, 9:30 something in the morning, heading to the property. Supposed to meet an electric company there to show me where we can put a temporary power in so we can start working on our property when we get it. He'll show me, hopefully I'll find out information about how much it'll cost when we eventually hook to the grid and get all the power ran and kind of where everything can go. But this is what we're dealing with today. So this is June, this is end of June, and yesterday it said that we've gotten a half of an inch of rain the night before, and then I looked this morning and we got an inch and a half in the last 24 hours. And that we still have almost 2 inches to go. So, I don't know, I love it. I'd much rather this than be in California where it's 100 something all the time. And I think they're actually getting lucky this year too, at least where I'm from, and hanging out in the 70s and the 80s. I'm kind of surprised, but yeah, it's a beautiful day. Maybe it'll stop raining when we need to get out of our car for us for a minute. Anyway, this is what we're about to go do.